Now, the residents of Tshwane are threatening to boycott the payment of municipal rates, and this is due to poor service delivery. They also feel aggrieved by the rapid change of mayors in the city with little impact on services. Well, let's get more now, and we're joined by the chairperson of the Lotus, Atteridgeville, Saulsville Civic Society, and that's Tshepo Mahlangu. Mr. Mahlangu, thank you very much for your time. Confirm for us if indeed the plan is to boycott the payment of municipal rates, and what brings this about?
Good morning, Toli, and good morning to the viewers at home. Toli, we are indeed going to boycott for various valid reasons. Valid reason number one, we did submit everything for debt rehabilitation that was requested from the communities, and like your affordability assessment, people have applied for indigent programs as requested by the law, and we have been paying. Atteridgeville or Saulsville or Pretoria residents have always known for paying for their bills. So the problem that we are encountering now is that we are on the third month of an ongoing strike by some workers, and we are not receiving any services from the city of Tshwane. Everybody knows that the capital city is not receiving services. So it is very difficult for us now to pay for services that are not rendered. It's a daylight robbery. So we are putting a full stop to it until the city come to the round table, because the other thing, they are avoiding to come to the boardroom to come and resolve certain issues, because we feel that somebody somewhere is playing the residents. I'll explain later why I'm believing that somebody somewhere inside that Tshwane house is playing the residents of Tshwane.
Okay.
Hence, we have taken the decision to come to the point whereby we say no services, no rent.
Okay, so we'll get into deeper detail as to why you hold that view that someone within Tshwane is playing the residents. But let's talk about service delivery challenges. What is it that you are not getting? What are the most pressing issues right now?
As you enter Tshwane, from CBD, suburbs, and especially townships, all entrances are very filthy. The waste is piling up, and now it's a health hazard to our grannies and general communities. Remember, in South Africa, we've got 70% of chronic people. So imagine chronic people surviving under this inhumane environment. Suburbs are prioritized, townships are not prioritized. So there is a waste which is not collected. There is a constant load shedding. On top of that load shedding, City of Tshwane is arrogantly imposing their notorious Tshwane Yatima campaign. How do you disconnect people during load shedding, knowing very well that there is a huge problem and backlog of this service delivery? So we don't receive any services. Okay. The municipal accounts, we don't receive them, Tony.
All right, final question to you. So explain a little further what you mean when you say that some official within the city of Tshwane is playing the residents. What do you mean by that? But also added to that question, now that you are going to be withholding the rates money, are you at least putting it somewhere so that when services start being delivered, you are not in debt?
We are definitely not going to be in debt. Okay, let me start with that one of the elephant in the room that I'm trying to address, because all the political parties are avoiding the biggest issue here. The city of Tshwane has been for years now been run by a certain syndicate, which is the consulting firms, which are running the capital city into the ground. They use all the resources, they use the offices, they use the vehicles, the fuel, the protection from TMPD. So there's a lot of mess and corruption in that office. And what is happening now is we've been billed triple. Our billing was not normal. As you know, they've been guesstimating. And the people who are responsible for billing are not the city employees. So the city officials in Tshwane are colluding with consulting firms to loot the poor of the poorest. And we have identified that because we've been paying fully, but there were no services. Before this 3-month strike, we didn't receive any services. It's been a while. We've been trying to provide solutions to the executive mayor, MMCs of finance, of utilities. They were turning blind eye to this plea for us to say, please let's come to the round table. We've been paying, but we don't receive services. So it is only going to happen for this month, and it's not going to dent their pockets because they've been billing us triple from this miscellaneous. So they've got reserves, they've got money, they've got their surplus on their budget, which was approved in July. So they can survive on that miscellaneous charges they've been charging. They mustn't lie and say the city doesn't have money. Oh. They do have money to pay. The money has been redirected to the consulting firms which they run the city with. City of Tshwane is run with consulting firms. Why are they not running the city with employees? So it means they are redirecting money to their pockets.
Tshepo Mahlangu, thank you very much, explaining the situation which has led them to take this tough decision, and they're saying they're now at a stage where they're going to withhold the payment of rates in the city of Tshwane. And